Oh, salute to the people. Welcome back to the social forecast. I got my sister Jazmyn with me somewhere in the background. I don't know what the fuck she doing, but
Right here.
I've been trying to
Trying
get
to.
her back on the channel for about a fucking year and a half. Year and a half. Year and a half, about two.
That ain't true.
And the red hat is back. Yeah, that red hat is legendary.
Nah. This a new John.
Oh, I thought that was the trademark
Nah,
shit.
the other one was the polo John. Now this the burgundy Converse. Get into it. Get
That's
into it.
that. That's that. I got my hair done hat. Cause my
That's
mother
that.
the
That's
last
that. I
time.
got my hair done about a month ago, and it's a little raggedy. You know,
Facts.
I did. I did my hair. You know, I do my own hair. But listen,
How you do that,
Jazz.
yo? Your arms don't be getting tired?
Nah, not really. I'm so used
What
to
you
it. I've been
use?
doing
Do
my.
you use like the grease wax or like beeswax? Like what you use?
Nah, I use coconut oil.
Oh, okay. And that shit locks like that.
It's already locked. It's just
But I
all I'm
mean,
doing
you know,
is
like the oil, it does grip it back up. You keep it tight.
yeah. I got that type of hair.
Pause.
Little
Pause.
something, little something, little something.
Oh, so yeah,
But
if you
yeah,
didn't catch that, I did, and I promised it's the last time, but I did change the name of the channel again.
I
I
see
did it a
that.
few weeks ago.
I caught that.
The social
I
forecast,
caught
just
that.
because I cover such a wide variety of shit on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something that incorporates everything.
All right. Well,
Having said that though,
Miss
go
Miss
ahead. What we?
Jazz,
Uh-huh.
Jazz. I got a YouTube page. It's called The Comfort Zone. Go check that out. I'm sure he's gonna put that link at the bottom
It's
in the
already in the link.
description.
It's in the links to
Oh,
all
it's
my
already in
videos.
there.
Always. That's
Excuse-
by default.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, we gonna have to kill that. Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
So go. It's gonna be some more content on there. You know what I'm saying. You
You've
know
been
what I'm
saying that
saying.
for about 2 years, yo. What's going on with the
Yeah.
content?
Listen,
I need
that light
content.
look bright.
I
Yeah,
need
it does.
content, man.
It's gonna be some more content. Um.
Believe that when I
But
see it.
so what we talking about, bro? What we talking about?
You was talking about something on your channel a while back. You were talking about women who want to they want to be single, but they want you to be faithful. What does that even mean?
Okay, so I did a video on my channel, a little short snippet, and then I also did a live on Facebook. So basically, I'm coming across a lot of women that want to be single because of the toxic relationships that they've been through in the past. So now they're feeling like I should be single and have fun and learn myself. But they dealing with people and want these people to be faithful to them. When I
Hmm.
say faithful, I mean only sexually involved with them. I have a problem with that. And the reason why I have a problem with that, it's all fine and dandy to be single. It's all fine and dandy to not want your partner that you're sleeping with at the moment to sleep with a whole bunch of other people. But the problem I have with that is this hat looking kind of crazy. The problem I have with that is what the hell? The problem I have with that is when you're single, if you're gonna approach me as a single woman, you're gonna get single back. You're not gonna get relationship back. You're
Well,
not gonna
wait.
get faithful back. You're gonna get single back.
But,
Single Jasmine is different from relationship Jasmine.
but wait, I'm lost. When you say if you approach me as a single woman, wouldn't they be approaching you as a single woman? Like, what do you mean? Like, they wouldn't be in a
Well,
relationship?
when I say that, I mean if we have that initial conversation and the conversation is I just want to be single. I don't want to have any expectations. I don't want to work on trying to or build anything. I just want to be single. I'm just trying to have fun. When
Uh-huh.
you approach me in that aspect, I'm going to give you single Jasmine. I'm not
Uh-huh.
going to give you relationship Jasmine, which relationship Jasmine is the one that's going to be faithful.
So, are you saying to me that? So, okay, just to clarify. So, these women are approaching you on some. I don't want, like, I want to be single, but I want us to kick it or whatever. Um, but are they coming at you on some? But I also want the freedom to talk to other people, or are they just saying they don't want the title? You know what I'm saying?
Well, technically, I want the freedom to do what I want to do.
Okay.
I don't owe anybody any explanations. I don't have any obligations to anybody. When you approach me on that level, I'm gonna give you the same thing. You can't expect me to not talk to nobody else. You can't expect me to not sleep with anybody else. You can't expect me to give you and it goes even deeper than that to how I treat you. It's a different level of respect when you're dealing with somebody you're building with and when you're dealing with somebody you're just having fun with.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you give them that same energy, is it a problem for them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you match that energy.
Yes, I the few women I've dealt with that wants to be single and have fun, you're not about to do this right now while I'm on live.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
This the cat, y'all. This the cat. Um,
Salute
so
to
the few,
Mango.
so I've I've gotten a lot of backlash on if I post somebody else on my page. If you find out I'm dealing with somebody else, if you find out I'm talking to somebody else, it's a problem. But I don't see where the problem is if you're choosing to be single. If you're choosing to be single and have fun, why do you care about what I'm doing on my free time?
Mm, I feel that.
That's just, and then I feel like at the end of the day, eventually you gonna want. How I feel is if you keep approaching people with the "I'm single and I want to have fun," you could
Mm-hmm.
potentially be walking away from somebody that can actually be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like people gotta stop. I get it. Women. I get it. Women are tired of being, you know, basically trash. Women are tired of being cheated on. Women are not. I'm not taking away from men. Not at all. Am I taking away from men? But I'm only speaking on women because I deal with women.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. Women are tired of being trash. Women are tired of being disrespected, tired of being cheated on, whatever the case is. But you can't keep making future people suffer for things you've been through in your past. You can't tell me that you still want to be single and have fun and you ain't been in a relationship in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. So.
Cause what you was doing in that year and a half, just having fun and being single. You
Mm-hmm.
wasn't working on yourself and figuring yourself out, and like you wasn't doing none of those things.
Hell no. Hell no, they wasn't. So,
So this my thing.
yeah.
You can't expect me to be faithful to you if you want to have fun. If you can't expect me not to deal with other people if you just want to be single and have fun. What am I wasting my time on? And then we gonna go a little deeper. We gonna go a little deeper, bro, because
And so
this
before you do that, right? What about the people who would say, okay, you know what I'm saying? You got a right to feel how you feel. But if they're coming at you in full disclosure saying, I just wanna be on some single shit, then what about the people who would say, why fuck with those types of people? Why entertain somebody who's telling you up front?
because
You know
I'm
what
a
I'm saying?
thought.
So, okay, so then you can't at the same time be like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking
I'm
for one.
not listen. I'm not mad. I'm not mad
Are you saying you don't
that
want them mad at you?
exactly.
I got you.
I'm giving you the same energy you giving me, sweetheart. You can't
Right.
get mad at me. That's all that I'm saying. You can't get mad at me because I talk to other people. You
And so,
can't get mad at me because I'm entertaining other women. You want to be single. You want to have fun. So I'm going to give you that same energy you giving me.
right. And so before you go deeper, if women are on this new kick now, and they've been on it for a little while now, it's been a few years at least since women been on this new wave.
Yeah.
Why are men still getting so much flack for past shit? Like why? Like okay, right? I feel like men who are the way they are, right? And I'm not gonna put out none of the
Well,
bullshit
listen,
stereotypes.
I
But wait, hold
can't
on.
speak on that. I can't speak on that. We gotta also we gotta say men and okay. So
But
the
no,
only
but
thing I can speak on is lesbian shit.
but
That's
I
it.
have a question though, right? So my question is, for men, right, who usually get a rap for being that way for so long, we never, and I'm saying we as a universal term. I'm not saying we include myself, but we never blamed us being promiscuous or us not being ready or willing to settle down with one person. We never blamed that on women. But how come it seems like women blame their new wave on men and past shit?
I can't answer that question.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's an answer.
I can't answer
Okay.
that
Go
question.
ahead. Go deeper.
Um, but as far as the community I'm in, I know that a lot of, let me say, a lot of lesbian women blame the way they are now on the aggressive women that they've dealt with. I see a lot of
So
people.
that's essentially like blaming men then, right? Because like
It's somewhat of the same thing. It's somewhat of the same thing.
well, why does
Um,
the past person, lesbian, bi, whatever, why does the past person have to take the blame for you making the decision to live how you want to live now?
Somebody has to be to blame, though. At the end of the day,
It shouldn't
instead
be
of
the
blaming
case
myself,
though.
somebody has to be to blame. Somebody has to be to blame.
It shouldn't be though. Why does it have to be?
It shouldn't, but that's life. People has
But what I'm
people.
saying is nobody is really to blame. I understand we got to find somewhere to place the blame to make sense of it, but nobody is ever the blame for me deciding to change my ways. I'm
I
responsible for
wouldn't
it.
say that. I wouldn't say nobody's to blame. I wouldn't say nobody to blame. What I would say is you can't blame a group of people. You can't basically cut off a group of people because of one person's mistake or maybe two people mistake.
Facts, yeah.
I
You
have a
can't blame a
problem
whole
that
gender. Yeah, you can't blame
you
a whole
you
gender or a whole group.
exactly you basically put a whole group of people in a box because of what you've been through with one or two people in the past. That's what I have a problem with.
That's
You
facts
can't
too.
say you
But I'm about
can't
to.
say you can't say, oh, I'm tired of dealing with studs, AGs, dykes, whatever you want to call us, because you had one, two, maybe three incidents that didn't work out for you.
First of all, y'all got to eat that because for so long men have been hearing those same things. But what I'm saying, yeah, you can't blame a gender, you can't blame a group, you can't blame, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you can't blame a person. Period. Fuck the next person
Well,
for what the past person did.
I hear what you're
You
saying, but that's what happens. That's what
no,
happens.
it is what happens. But I think that that's the reason why we
And it's
go
gonna
into
continue to
situ.
happen. It's gonna
It is.
continue to happen.
It is. But then therein
That's not
lies.
gonna change.
But then therein lies the reason why so many people get into these situations and they're fucked up from the door because we're not focused on what we should be focused on. I
Right.
could blame so many people in my past for cheating, lying, not appreciating what they had when they had it. I could do that. But at the end of the day, if I chose to be a thought, if I chose to be with different women, you know what I'm saying, around the clock, I can't blame a person for that. Like, yeah, people that what people did to me may have influenced that, but I still made that ultimate decision to either be who I am and find the right person or just say fuck it. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like you're giving people power when you do that.
You giving them a lot of power.
Okay.
You give them a lot of, but see, that's something that I choose not to do. I'm not going to stop being who I am because of what I've been through in the past. I've been in some toxic relationships too, but I'm still not going to count people out.
Mm-hmm.
Who I dealt with in the past is not who I'm going to deal with in the future. I
Mm-hmm.
never go backwards. Now, I may deal with the same type of people, but I'm going to figure that out. I'm not going to just count it completely out because of who I've been through, who what I've been through in my past.
Mm-hmm. So okay. So then, what do you do? Like, right? So you're not gonna blame a whole group, but this is the way that shit is, and it's gonna stay that way for at least the foreseeable future. So now, how do you move? So now, when you meet somebody, what are you thinking? Like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your approach?
My approach, I'm dealing with people accordingly. I'm you know, listen,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm going to deal with you accordingly. Who you are is how I'm going to deal with you. If you going to come at me and say you want to be single and just have fun, that's how I'm going to deal with you. If you come at me and say, look, listen, I'm looking for a wife, that's how I'm going to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not here looking for anything. But if I meet somebody, I'm gonna deal with you accordingly. I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me.
Hmm. Right.
That's just what it is. So, with me saying that though, let's go a little deeper. And this is something that somebody had posted up in a group that I'm in. Now, she posted up, if you fucking her, help her. And I replied to that, help her with what? And the reason why I said that is because if I'm just fucking you, I'm not obligated to do anything for you. And the reason why I feel like that is because at the end of the day, if the whole arrangement is we're single and we're having fun, I don't owe you anything because you're getting out of this the same thing I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's a two-way thing. It's not just I'm fucking you and there's no reward on your side. I never.
Exactly.
That's why I
You
never
getting the
fucked with that.
same
Yeah.
nut that
Like
I'm
yeah,
getting.
yeah, and that's why I never fucked with the same premise when it was directed toward men. Like, oh, if you gonna fuck me, you gotta have this. You gotta be helping me pay
You
this and
gotta
that.
get my nails done. You gotta take me
Yeah,
to. You
like
got.
bitch, you
I'm
getting
not doing that for a woman that I'm just sleeping with. I'm not doing that for a single woman.
right,
I'm not doing that. Now, if
right.
you're my wife, or if I'm building something, or we're looking forward to being something or one, then I will invest in you. It's something totally different.
So are you telling me that the AGs in the community are starting to feel kind of what because it's like those women who be like, oh, I'm not, this nigga or that nigga's not getting my pussy unless he's doing this and that. Like you
Oh
just
yeah,
jumping past the fact that you getting dick too. I'm not just getting pussy, you getting dick, bitch. This is a
this
two-way
this
street.
is not this is not nothing new. This been going
Okay.
on for some time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that people look at it like, listen, bitch.
Yeah, somebody gonna call animal
I'm
protection
sorry.
services on you, yo. Somebody about to call.
Yo,
Hey, yo, let Mango live, bro. Let Mango
yo,
live.
Mango just scratched me. I don't got time
Nah,
to be
yo.
playing
Let
games with
Mango
you.
live, yo. Mango
But
didn't
look,
feed.
I don't even know what I was saying, but this is what I'm gonna say. They been holding us to that same standard. They looking at it like, nigga, you want to be the aggressor? Well, listen, you getting some of this box? I'm not. That's not me. Listen, if you not my girlfriend or my wife, I don't owe you nothing.
Mm,
You getting the same nut out of it that I'm getting.
mm-hmm.
So guess what? If I'm helping you, what you helping me with?
Right.
That's how I'm coming. Cause listen, I'm not investing in you for you to go have fun with somebody else. That's
That's a
not what we
fact.
gonna do.
That's a
Now,
fact.
if we talking about you being my girlfriend or you being my wife or we bonding and we're building, then yes, I have no problem with investing in you. But you're not about to be a burden for me. That's we're not about to do that. You're
All
not
right.
about to be a burden because you're not about to be a bill. Let's
You
make it
just called
clear.
you just called her a bill, yo?
It's either an investment or a bill. Which one?
Yo. All right. Hold on. Okay. So you're not about to be a burden. All right. So at which point, okay, so you said if you're approaching me on some wife shit, on some real relationship shit, then we could talk. That's a different story, right? It's an investment. But at what point? Because eh, I feel like it should be a certain point where the type of help that is, what I'm saying, a type of help that's involved in that type of relationship, is there too soon for that type of help? Or is there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
you not
definitely. It's definitely
two
too
four
soon. You could
like 4 months in and you talking about yo I need like 500 for rent, like what's the, you see what I'm saying, like where does that help
nah.
start?
That that
Yeah.
that that's a little too soon. We could talk about we might could pay a phone bill or get your nails done, buy an outfit or something, but we ain't about to pay no rent. We ain't about to pay no rent. And I live in New Jersey.
Facts. Facts.
But if you single and having fun, I don't care if we're a year in, you're not getting nothing. Now, see, now it's a difference. It's a difference. If we It's helping the other. All right, if you washing my bag and I wash your bag, it's something totally different. If we have that type of relationship, if we have that, oh,
All these malfunctions over here, yo. You need to get the fuck together, man.
can you see me?
I can hear you.
But you can't see me.
You're supposed to just keep, you know what I'm saying?
All right, well, if we have that type of
Bootleg ass
relationship,
Wi-Fi.
if we have that type of relationship where, um, I'm back
No,
and
nigga, you're not.
I can see myself.
Fuck you mean I'm back?
If we have that type of relationship,
Uh-huh.
and we still single, we having fun, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
But you help me, I help you. That's something different. But for
Right.
me to just be coming out of pocket because I'm fucking you,
Facts.
absolutely not, mama.
Right.
Absolutely not. That's not how. That's not working. That's not working for me. It's never gonna work for me.
Okay, so because all right, so are women just and I know that you could only really speak from the perspective of you know you being being interested in women, but so do you feel like relationships like traditional relationships are dead then, like for our generation? Like do you feel like that shit is not going to be what it was? Because it seems like those types of relationships that you talking about, that you looking for, that they don't be on right now, it seemed like it's a lot of people out there dealing with the same thing. Oh yeah, she dropped off. So basically, right, how this started was it was a short video on Jazmyn's channel that she did, where she kind of went in a little bit about exactly what it is we're talking about. But but then she cut it short. So then she ended up doing a Facebook
My
live.
bad.
Now you good. So did you
Now
hear
what
my
you say?
question? Okay, so my question is, if this is what women, and I know you can only speak from the perspective of being into women and dealing with women, but if this is what a lot of women are on now, and I don't see it going back, do you think that's the end of the traditional relationship, what it looks like?
Um.
Because it seemed like more and more people every day are jumping on that same bandwagon across both
Yeah.
communities, heterosexual and the homosexual community. Like it just seems like more and more people are not beat for taking, like you said, taking that time to build, and it's like everything moves so fast, and then it seems like it burns out fast. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. It's the truth. It's the truth. But that's simply because people change, and that's what I.
what you mean? What you mean?
It's simply because of when somebody goes through something in a previous relationship or whatever the situation is, they potentially change themselves. So what happened is I say I went through something in my past relationship where I was being used, disrespected, whatever the situation is. What's gonna happen is the next relationship I get in, I'm gonna try to change myself to appeal to or to not go through those things. And that's not, I don't feel like that's a good thing. I feel like that's bad. I feel like that
Okay.
makes relationships just bad because I I'm getting so many phone calls right now.
Yo, all you got to do is
I
put your
feel
phone
like
on do not disturb,
um
because you're not gonna be
I feel
fucking up my
like
live stream, bro.
listen,
So you're gonna have to put your
what's
shit
done
on
is
do not
done.
disturb. You're gonna have to turn the thoughts off for a few minutes. Get through this shit, because I'm about to get into some shit because you what you just said.
I feel like, I'm not gonna change myself because of what somebody did to me in the past. I'm gonna continuously be who I am. But it's not enough people that's gonna be like that.
So this
You know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
Let's get into that for real. Why? Why? I get it, right? But why are people we're doing it backwards? Why are people changing themselves after what they go through instead of changing the type of people they choose to deal with. Like, I
because
understand that we have
people
our certain types of people that we're attracted to, but yo, at a certain point, you got to realize, yo, the last 3, 4, 5 motherfuckers I dealt with, man or woman, this has been the outcome. So you're gonna change yourself to match with the group of people out there, or you're gonna start dealing with a different type of person. Maybe
because look,
that's
it's more people asking what's wrong with me, what's wrong with me, than it is people asking what's wrong with them. It's more people saying what's wrong with me? Why am I attracting these people? Why do these people keep doing this to me? Than saying those people are the fucked up people. I just attract the same people. They're instead of them saying that, they're saying, "Oh, it must be me. It must be something I'm doing wrong. It must be the way that I am that's attracting these people." That's why people change.
and I get that too, and that's why I guess for our platforms, that's why I want to talk more about stuff like this on these platforms because I'm saying I get that part, but I'm saying it don't have to be nobody's fault. Like like you don't have to be the bad person. I don't have to be the bad person. It could just simply be we just didn't, we just aren't compatible. It don't have to be you're a fucked up person or I'm a fucked up person because most people are not fucked up. People do shit that we don't like, but that's just who they are. And I'm saying we need to start realizing that maybe it's just that we don't mesh well with those people in those types of relationships. So look for people who are looking for the same thing you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be something wrong with me. I'm attracting these type of people. It don't have to be something's wrong with this person that, they can't get it together. Maybe that's just maybe what I like is not what's best for me. Is what I'm saying. Maybe what I'm
Right.
interested in is not. You know what I'm saying? What's really gonna hold me down at the end of the day? Because look, I'm guilty of that shit too. All my life, I've been dealing with women who I shouldn't have been dealing with. Damaged women who wouldn't know a good man if one fell in their lap. Damaged women who couldn't see real love and appreciation when they had it, and then it's like at some point I should have realized there were women out there who really did appreciate that and were looking for that, but I chose not to be into those women. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we got to retrain
That
ourselves who
that
we
goes
attracted to.
along. That all goes hand in hand with people never want to go for the corny guy.
That's a fact. But hold on,
Never
nigga,
want,
I'm
and
not
that goes
corny.
both
Fuck you,
ways.
nigga, I'm not
When I
corny.
say corny guy, I
Uh-huh.
mean
You're gonna have to change
I
that.
also mean with the
Fix that
women
shit.
too. That
but,
also
but but
mean with
what
the
you mean
women too.
corny, bro? Like, I'm not corny,
When
so
I say corny,
fuck
I'm
you up.
corny. I'm gonna
but
hold
what
that. I'm gonna hold that.
but
And the
what you
reason why
mean
I
by
say
that?
that, because I'm that corny person. When I say corny, I mean I'm that person that's gonna text you every day. I'm
Uh-huh.
that person that's gonna ask you, did you eat lunch? I'm that person that's gonna pick you up for work, drop you off to work, buy you flowers, pay for you, open up the door, send you that good morning text. Good night, baby. I miss you. I'm that corny ass nigga that don't nobody want to be with.
But that's why we're so conditioned to think that that shit is corny. No, that shit's not corny. That's
I'm not
fly
saying
shit.
I listen.
No, 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 not
It
to
ain't
you.
corny in
I'm
my
saying
eyes,
like
but
yeah, not to you. I'm saying we hear that though, and we're conditioned like that's fly shit. But the problem was people like you and
but
me.
the problem with it all though, this is where the problem lies. Everybody wants that, but when they get it, they don't know how to deal with it. Everybody wants that. When you get in a relationship with a fucked up ass person who don't give a shit about you, don't call you all day, don't text you all day, don't give a fuck if you ate, don't give a fuck how you got to work, don't give a fuck what you look like. They always, I need me, I need, you know what I need? I just want somebody to text me every day. I just want somebody to, take care of me. But when you got somebody like that in front of you,
Because you know why? You half right. And they're saying it wrong. People don't, yeah, people want those qualities. But the other half to that, and the part that's the most fucked up is people don't want that in general. People don't place the value on that like as a standalone. People want those qualities from the person they are
they want it from.
perpetually attracted to. It's like
Exactly.
I don't want it because it's what's important, and whoever's willing to give it to me, I'm gonna build with them. I want it from this motherfucker who don't appreciate it. I want it from this person who ain't about shit.
Right.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Like we have to figure out a way to open our minds to that's what's important. So let that be the lead, and whoever is providing that. Let me give them an opportunity. Why
Not to
can't we
mention,
think like that?
it's a lot of people out here who don't know their worth.
That's a fact.
It's a lot of people that don't know they deserve that.
I'm glad you
It's a
said
lot
that.
of people that don't don't realize that you're worth more than what you're getting. It's a lot of people who scared to deal with something like that.
I'm glad you said that. I got two answers for that. Well, answer questions, kind of questions, I guess, more so. Um, yes, a lot of people don't know their worth, but incorrectly, I feel like people blame them not knowing their worth on those past people they dealt with. Who's to blame for that? And two, the second part is, does everybody don't? The problem is everybody don't deserve that, and it seems like it's the people who really don't that think they do. So how do we address those two things?
Well, at some point, everybody deserves that.
Mm,
At some point,
mm,
everybody deserves that, and
mm, ah, mm.
I feel like because listen,
If you a liar, cheater, you out here just being a fucking like disrespectful scumbag, you don't deserve the best treatment.
but the thing is, sometimes you got to show people what's out there in order for them to stop being that type of
No,
way.
this is I'm saying from our perspective of us being the kind of people who show those people that from the beginning, and in return we get the bullshit. You no longer deserve that from me.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
You
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel me? Yeah, from the
sure.
beginning, everybody should get a clean slate from the beginning. But who's to blame if you feel like if for the people? Because all I've ever heard from those types of women, for me being heterosexual, the women who don't know their worth, who don't realize they don't know their worth, it's always, oh, this guy did this to me in the past, and that guy did that to me, so now I'm insecure. Why are you blaming self, which is should be self maintained? Why are you blaming that on external circumstances? Because
Right.
nobody can give you self esteem. Nobody can't make you see your worth or make you feel what you should feel about yourself. Only you could do that.
But I feel like that's why a lot of women is on this whole wave of I'm
Yeah.
single and I just want to have fun because they think that that's the way of getting to know themselves. It's not.
You go deeper. What you mean? They think that's the way to get to know themselves. Why you say that?
People, a lot of women see a lot of women is on this wave of I just want to be single and have fun, and they're using that as they're using getting to know themselves as an excuse to do those things. If you're out here dealing with other people, multiple people, and just having fun, turning up, whatever the case is, you're not getting to know yourself.
Hmm. I'm gonna
You're
drop.
not.
I'm gonna drop a bomb on all the men and women who do that. What y'all don't realize, what y'all are so mistaken about, is that getting to know yourself means being in a relationship with yourself. That's as much work, if not more, as being in a relationship with another person. If you really want to get to know yourself, there's a lot of work and self reflection that's involved in that. Like that shit ain't easy to do. Trust me. Take it from somebody who has done it, and I do it, continually throughout my life, and have been since I was a teenager. Like that's a never ending job.
But
Because,
see, what people not realizing this whole being single and having fun, you could be in a relationship with somebody and get to know yourself.
yeah, you can.
You don't have to be single to find yourself.
Right.
You just have to be with the right person that's going to help you find yourself.
And all you really got to do too is pay attention, because when you're in a relationship, all a relationship is a magnification of who those two individuals are. People are either going to bring the best out of you or the worst out of you. It's just about paying attention to who's bringing out the best and dealing with those people. You see what I'm saying? But here's the tricky part. That got to start from the beginning though. Because if you try to do it in the middle of a relationship or in a current relationship that's already started to go like a fucked up route,
Mm-hmm.
then it's more resentment. Then you feel like it's that person's fault. It's that person's fault. No, you got to be mindful from the beginning so that you go in with a clear mind, knowing that okay, whatever energy I'm getting or giving this person, I need to pay attention to it. No bias, no resentment, no nothing fucked up has happened yet. You pay attention from that point. because that's what makes it hard later on, like a year, 2 years, 5 years in. Because how do you get past those resentments, those things that happened already with that person? It's good. It's easy to be objective when you talking about somebody else before, but now when it's that current person, it becomes harder to be objective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy, man. That shit really is crazy. Like I'm so thankful that I don't have to. I mean, granted, we all will deal with it, even people who are not single. But I would not survive in the dating pool in 2019. I wouldn't. I think I'd
It's
be on that same wave, honestly.
it's hard. It's really hard. And I'm somebody that feels like I'm made to love. I'm really made to love. I fall really hard. I care about people deeply, and it's like now it's so many people that don't want that it's like you almost gotta filter yourself when you deal with people. I don't want to have to do that. Like I'm 31 years old. I'm not looking. I don't want to. I don't want to be dating for the next 3, 4, or 5 years. And what? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants. Like I mean, I just feel like that's a part of life. Being in a relationship, building with somebody, loving somebody. Like all this, I just want to have fun. At some point, all of that stops.
Fun
At
is
31,
cool, but I think it's the intent. I think the people who say that and try to live their lives that way, they don't really want that how they're saying it. I think, but people are forecasting their own relationships. So like you go and say, "Oh, I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun," as a way to psych yourself out because you think it's going to end badly from day one. You
right?
can have fun, but just don't have an open mind. Like don't have expectations it's going to go bad. You know what I'm saying? Because a relationship, there should be some fun there, but don't go in thinking it's going to end
Exactly.
anyway. So I
That's
just want to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
But
Because then you, yeah,
that's just a person way of saying I don't want to be in a relationship right now.
it's fear,
I
yo.
just yeah, you scared to get in a relationship because of what you've been through in
Yeah,
your past.
you trying
You
to psych
can't.
yourself out, not to get too attached or connected to that person.
Yeah, yeah. That's all that is. That's the
You can
phrase.
avoid
That's
that
the
shit.
phrase of
You know?
2019, yo. That's people going into 2019 scared to be in relationships, scared to deal with somebody, scared to love somebody like yo, that shit is to me. I'm not scared. Listen, I'm not scared to love nobody. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
scared to get hurt. I'm not scared to get hurt. I feel like stuff like that is inevitable. You gonna find people that's gonna treat you good, and you gonna find people that's not, and that's not just intimate relationships that go along with friendships and everything,
Mm-hmm.
family, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
people just
fact.
scared. People living scared nowadays. Like you can't be like that. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Right. That's a fact. I don't know. So what the fuck you getting older? How you gonna find a wife if this is the wave they on?
I feel like it'll come when it's supposed to come. It'll come when it's supposed to come. At the end of the day, I'm going to continue to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? And
But let
at the
me
end of
ask you
the
this
day,
too. Are you more into do you have like an age group type? Or are you more into younger girls or like your age or like you know what I'm saying? Like who
I don't have an age group type. I don't judge people on their age.
not
I
judge,
find
but like
I
you more
find
attracted
that
to the younger?
lately I find that lately I have been attracting. Am I more attracted to younger women? I wouldn't say that, but I've been attracting more younger women now than I did before for some reason. I don't know why, but it's more younger women that's like, trying to pursue me. And those are the women that, well, even though it's women that I've dealt with that's older than me, that's on the same single having fun wave. Like,
Yeah, I just want to differentiate because if you 24 talking about you just want to have fun, that's understandable. That's when you're supposed to be having fun. You know what I'm saying? If you in your 30s now it's time to get serious.
but still, it's, even at 24 though, if you find somebody, because at the end of the day, at some point, your objective is going to be is gonna find somebody that's going to love you the way you want to be loved, treat you the way you want to be treated, build with you the way you want to build. If you find somebody that's willing to do that, even though you're 24 years old, you're gonna walk away from that.
Because the problem is that you don't know what that looks like at 22, 23, 24, right? The problem is, so like at 22, I was still developing into the person that I am now. But at 35, I'm the person I'm going to be for the rest of my life. At 22, 24, you don't know what life changes or what things are going to happen because you're still growing, you're still developing. Yeah, we're always still.
But listen, this is where it's a little wrench in it. We gotta understand that us at 24 was a different
We're
time
different. Yeah, we're different. It's a different
than
thing. Yeah, it's a different
them
situation.
at 24 now.
That's true.
People
That's
24
true.
now is living a totally different life
Yeah,
than we did at 24.
that's a fact.
That's damn near 10 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So at this point, the way life is going now, you should be a lot more willing to deal with somebody that's going to love you the way you want to be loved.
But like you said, the maturity level is different. There was different
It
for
is,
us.
and see, that's the problem. That's the problem because see, it's
I
different.
feel like these
It's all
24
different type
year
of
olds now, I feel like these 24-year-olds now are on what we were on at 16, 17.
exactly. And see, that's where the problem lies because me at 21, I was willing to be in a relationship.
Shit, I got married at 23. A few weeks after my 23rd birthday, I got married.
So exactly. So
11 years later.
it's something totally different. It's something totally different now, and it's like that. That's the problem. I never really been into the I want to be single, have fun type of situation. Never really been into it. Now I'm dealing with it because it's so many women that's on that wave. So I'm gonna deal with it. But that is a lonely feeling.
Oh, yeah.
People don't realize how lonely that feeling is to say, "Oh, I just want to be single. I just want to have fun." Cuz there's going to be nights that you want to be up under somebody. There's going to be nights that you want to lay with somebody and you ain't going to have nobody to call.
And even if you do, that's not going to necessarily fulfill that need. Because at a certain
Exactly.
point, you realize it's not just about having somebody to lay with, but who you're laying with. So let me ask you this, right?
Exactly.
Um, do you think, because you said there's older women, there's women your age, like you've met different age groups of women who are on this wave. Do you think, I feel like everybody at some point in their life has to go through that stage, right? I feel like the older women who are experiencing that now, maybe they settled down young and was in 10-year relationships, didn't work, and now they're going through that stage. I don't know. But do you think a person has to go through that stage before they can truly come to the point where, not everybody obviously, but most people have to go through that stage before they can really know, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I, you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like you got to go through that. I don't feel like you got to go through it. I feel like I feel like it's just because so
Because
many
how do you
people
know what you want unless you know truly what's all everything that's out there?
you know what you want because you know what you've been through.
Yeah, but you don't
Period.
know. Yeah, but you're speaking from a 30-plus-year-old who's been through some things. We talking about the 22, 23-year-olds who haven't really been through much yet. And then two, you can know what you want, but if you haven't been exposed to enough, how do you know that what you want now is what you're gonna want later? Is what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's something different. Okay, if
So
you're
that's where I'm
somebody who
coming from.
haven't been,
I'm coming from
if you're somebody that have not been exposed to a lot, then okay, I get it. If you haven't been exposed to a lot, that's fine. But if you're somebody that like I said, me, I just worked off of what I've been through in the past, what I've been through in the past relationship. I could have been in a relationship 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 months ago. And if something in that relationship I did not like, I'm gonna look for something different in the next relationship. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I just want to be single and have fun," because at the end of the day, everybody's different. You're not gonna run into the same person, the same type of relationship. You can run into somebody different.
okay.
If you have not been exposed to a lot, then it's like even if you're deciding to be single, How are you gonna figure out what you want
Mm.
in a
Hmm.
person if you have not been exposed to a lot of people?
All right. So let me ask you a question, right? So that because we got to tell the truth. So you said you if something doesn't work out a certain way with one person, you're gonna look for something that works in the next person.
Well, not so much look for, not so much look for, but you're gonna know
However
what you
you,
don't want.
yeah, however you worded it, right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, and I'm not talking about you, do you feel like the people who tried that and feel like they might be tired of doing that because they feel like it don't work, do you think that those people are truly looking for, like you said, the what works versus what didn't, but from the same types of people? Because you can look for something different, but if you still dealing with the same caliber of people, you still gonna get the same result.
Right. But see, that shit, that right there is tricky as hell
Because we
because
don't change really
you
what we
don't
into.
essentially know
Yeah, like
what
you.
type of person you dealing with until you deal with them.
I mean, you kind of do. I feel like people miss red flags. I think
Yeah,
those flags are always
people,
out there.
people, people, people definitely see a red flag in the beginning and keep it moving and
Yeah,
keep it moving.
yeah,
They keep going with the same shit,
yeah.
but that's because I feel like most people nowadays deal with people for their looks and not for who they are.
But see, even that could be tricky too, because like I've always said, I don't have a type. Right? Anybody who knows me go far enough back, all the women, and it hasn't been that many that I have dealt with. There's no particular type as far as looks go. Right? I've been with bigger women. I've been with skinnier women. I've been, you know what I'm saying? There's no really type. I've been with, you know what I'm saying, different nationalities, different whatever. But the personalities have been very similar. I seem to attract the same types of damaged females, daddy issues, dealt with the wrong too many of the wrong men, or don't really know what they want or how to put that work in. Those are the types of women that I've consistently dealt with in my life. So but you it's hard to change. That part is tricky. It's hard to really change the type of people that you feel drawn to for whatever the reason that you feel drawn to them is. You know what I'm saying? If I'm by nature a giver and by nature a caring person who just wants to do for people, I've seemed to always get sucked in by those people who don't know how to appreciate that. I can't blame them for that, but I'm just making an observation.
Yeah, I mean,
Because we Libras,
I,
that's what Libras do. And
right,
we've been getting fucked since high school. We've been getting fucked up.
right,
So
yeah,
at
yeah.
a certain point, there's a type out there as far as personalities go.
Yeah, I mean, it is a type, but like I said, I still feel like you don't know that type until you get to know
Yeah,
the
yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't know that you're running into the same type of people until you get to know that person, and
You learn that later on, yeah.
sometimes it's too late. Now you don't fell for that person. You know what I'm saying? That be the problem. But I feel like honestly, I feel like people like us can we run into a lot of those type of people because I feel like we're the type of people that can essentially help people through those type of things.
Yeah.
And it it, it may seem like it's damaging to us, but we're those type of people. We can love you through past what you've been through.
Right. Yeah,
And I
that's a
feel
fact.
like that's why we attract these people. We're these people that's damaged and have those type of issues. We're appealing to them because of the type of people we are. Because we're caring, we're loving, we're helpful. So they see that, and even though they're not ready to take that on, that's what they need in their life.
Yeah. And for us too, it cuts both ways because I feel like, and I know this, I know it's the case with you. It's definitely been the case with me. I spent so much time being focused on whatever individual I was with at that time, trying to make it work with them, trying to be that person to love them through those things. And there have been women who have come, who I've come across throughout those different periods who I knew for a fact would be good for me. But because I wasn't yet ready to give up on this person, I let those good ones, and it's been a few of
Walk
them,
away.
exactly.
Walk
So
away.
you know, at the end of the day, I got nobody but myself to blame for that. But it seems like we never want to entertain that person that we really know is going to be good for us, and then you end up with regrets sometimes.
Right,
You know, when it comes
right.
to that type of shit, it's sad, yo. It really is. So, having said that, I mean, so what? Again, what? So what? The next person that you meet, right? What's your like? You approaching it just like on some fuck it, I'm just having fun shit? Are you approaching it on some like
I
what?
see. I'm never approaching situations like that.
All right, man.
Never. I would never approach a situation like that because if a person get that first sign of you just single and having fun, they're gonna give you the same energy you giving them, and that's how I'm coming. Because I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me. Even though you may want to be in a relationship, you may want to build with somebody, or you may want to get to know somebody. If a person tell you they just want to be single, you're gonna give them the same energy that you're giving them, that they're giving you.
But I'm saying you
So
as an approaching because for the women who
me,
you say no, because of the women who are saying that's what they want anyway. So are you?
if you tell me that's what you want, that's how I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I'm coming. That's so no. If you watching this video, I'm giving you the single Jazmyn. You're not getting the relationship Jazmyn. You're not getting the faithful Jazmyn. You're not getting the come out my pocket Jazmyn. You're not getting that. You're going to get the single Jazmyn. The single Jazmyn is broke. The single Jazmyn is going to talk to other women. the
Single
single
Jasmine's bro.
the single Jazmyn is gonna do what she wanna do. No, you can't ask me no questions. No, you can't see my phone. No, you can't stay the night. No, you can't do none of that. You can't do none of that.
So this is the part, right? So for the men and the women who are on that wave, because you said they approach it like that, but then the second that they see you matching that energy, now they hurt, now they upset, now they in their feelings. So aren't they further damaging themselves,
That's
getting
exactly what they
farther and
doing.
farther away from the next good relationship?
That's exactly what they doing. That's exactly what they doing.
Fuck wrong with these people, yo?
I don't know. I don't know, but guess what? You still gonna get that same energy.
Yeah, it is what
I'm
it is.
sorry. I'm sorry, mama. You still gonna get that same energy.
I'm telling you right
That
now. I ever got from my mouth to God's ears. If I ever end up single, telling you right now, sis, I'm a motherfucking thought. I'm not. I don't want
that's
to
how
hear
I'm
a
coming right now, though.
motherfucking thing because I
That's how
can't.
I'm coming.
I can't start over again at 35 after all the years I've put into these multiple relationships I've been in my life. I cannot start over again to end up in the same. I'm not doing it. If I ever end up single again, I swear to God, this video will be on my channel for as long as this channel is here. If I end up single again, I'm overcharging all you motherfuckers for what they did to the Coke Rush. Fuck that. 100%. 100%, yo. I'm
Listen,
a motherfucking savage if I ever end up single again.
yo, I say this all the time. You should never let a savage like me off a leash.
The last
Never.
thing you want is a Libra that turns to a savage because we know how to get anybody we want for the most part.
And that's what you know. What
It's a
that's what
fact. It's a
people fail
fact.
to understand. That's what people
It's
fail
a
to understand.
fact.
I'm a savage. I'm a When I'm single, I'm a savage.
Right.
When I'm in a relationship, I'm 100% faithful to you. But when I'm single, that's a whole different story. That's another different story. You cannot, you cannot, you cannot hold me down while I am single. I am a savage. You should never let a savage like me off a leash.
See,
Never.
I never been a savage even when I was single because I've always chosen to use my powers for good. But I'm telling you, next time I'm single,
Listen,
if that
I tried listen. At the end of the day, I tried to be that. I'm still that good guy. I'm still that good
this
guy.
nigga said good guy. Fuck out of
Don't
here.
don't
She
don't
said good
don't
guy.
don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm still that good guy.
She said good guy.
But at the end of the day, a person can only take so much from somebody. People, I'm noticing a lot. People cannot handle the type of person that I am. People cannot handle that type of person.
What you
People
mean?
cannot, like, a lot of people cannot handle, like I said, getting that good
Oh
morning
yeah,
text
you're
every
right. That's
morning.
facts. Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
People cannot
Yeah.
handle that. People can't handle, babe, you okay? People can't handle, um, babe, I'm about to go to the store. You want something?
Mm-hmm.
People can't handle that. And the problem with the type of people we are is that we essentially do that for everybody.
God is my
And
witness. I'm glad you said that. Can't nobody who's ever dealt with me say that I didn't
I
start
didn't
the
do that.
relationship off
But
that way.
this is where I mess up at.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, and I can only speak for myself, but I know this is me as a Libra. That side of me is who I am to not just in a relationship,
Everybody. Facts. That's facts.
everybody.
Yeah, that's facts.
Everybody. So what happens is, if I'm dealing with somebody and you see me do that to somebody else, you think I'm flirting. You think I'm too friendly. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. It's not that I'm flirting or I'm interested in somebody else. It's just that that's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not gonna filter who I am just because I'm dealing with somebody at the time.
And let me give y'all some insights too to how most Libras are, because I feel like Libras we're among the most dangerous. Because this is the thing, Libras are not really resentful, right? We could get out of a relationship with the worst person in the world and approach that next relationship like we never been through shit, because we don't. We give everybody a clean slate from the beginning. But those people who fuck us over, those individuals, once you push a Libra to that point, you can never go back with that person. You can never go back. Like it takes a lot for a Libra to be fed up with you, but when they are, you can never fix that shit. You can never fix it. Now they can approach the next relationship and still be trusting and still be loving because that's who we are by nature. But with that person, once I'm done with that person, it's never gonna be the same.
Look, we out
It's
right
never
now.
gonna be the same.
My little sister
Yeah,
calling me
yeah,
a
we
lot,
good.
and I don't know what's going on.
All right, man. Go ahead, close it out. We wrap it up.
All right, so at the end of it all, you cannot blame, or you can't let your future be affected by your past. What you go through in situations, what you go through in relationships and situations in your past is not what you're gonna go through in your future. You cannot use the excuse of I've been through something just to be single.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Everybody's different. You gotta deal with people accordingly. But just know, if
Mm-hmm.
you come at me with the I'm single and I just want to have fun,
Keep that
you're
same
gonna get
energy.
that same
Keep that
energy.
same energy.
That's
Okay.
it. You're gonna get that same energy. Don't expect me to be faithful. Don't expect me to treat you like a wife or a girlfriend because you're not one.
Mm-hmm.
Period. But
That's
go
what's up,
check me out
sis.
at the comfort zone.
That's what's up, sis. Thanks for coming through. We'll see y'all in the next one, though.
All right.
All right. Peace and love.